Aquascaping, or aquatic landscaping, is a learned art form that allows you to create an underwater landscape. Inspiration may come from underwater locations, but also natural scenes such as mountains, jungles, deserts, waterfalls, and many others. Designing an aquascape can be challenging. However, we seek to alleviate that challenge. Assuming you have put your substrate in and connected your CO2, you are almost ready to go. But first you must visualize what you want the tank to look like. So to get a better view of what you want to do, let us go further. First, know the plants that you want to get. And second, have the right fertilizer for all your plants. Third, if you plan on having fish with the plants, be sure what fish cannot be around the aquatic plants. Examples include, but are not limited to, tetras, silver dollarfish, and monos. Now here are a few tips for maintaining a planted tank. If you're going to go through all the effort required to cultivate and plant plants in a tank, you should do your best to do it correctly the first time. Do your research to ensure that none of the fish in your tank will destroy or eat your live plants, and make sure they are compatible with your tank environment. In addition to these important preparations, there are also a few tips that can help ensure your success in cultivating a planted tank. In case you do have a few fish that like to munch on the live plants, be sure to include some fast-growing species of plants, such as Hygrophila and Kabomba. Some popular species of floating plants include duckweed, hornworts, crystalworts, and azolla. Another option is to root your live plants in pieces of driftwood so that they will always have a firm foundations. Now, there are a few things to avoid. One, becoming frustrated. Now yes, these tanks on the internet are beautiful, but not impossible to achieve. Now, using one type of plant may give a theme to the tank, but it can become boring, so feel free to mix it up and use a variety of plants. Number two, use only large leaf plants if you want your aquatic scape to look smaller but not as deep. And the finer the leaves are, the larger your landscape will appear. Now, number three, remember to keep it simple. Yes, it is great to have an entire tank full of every type of plant that ever existed, but it doesn't look good when they're all crammed in together. Be sure to have as much open space as fill space. In fact, tanks with a lot of open areas often do look great.
Now we're going to travel across the globe to Central Africa. If there's a good aquatic life form to have with your plants, it would be the African dwarf frog. African dwarf frogs are commonly found as pets. They first became popular in the 1970s and have spread to the pet trade all over the world. They are desirable pets because of their low maintenance requirements compared to other amphibians. In the wild, the Congo forest floods yearly to a depth of 24 inches or more, so any depth less than that will be suitable. They also should be kept in an enclosure with a secure cover to prevent them from escaping, and plenty of hiding spaces, as in the wild they tend to be prey to a variety of animals. The frogs eat any smaller fish. The optimum water temperature is 75 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The pH of the water should be maintained between 6.5 and 7.5. These frogs cannot survive out of the water for longer than 20 minutes in low humidity as they dry out. Thank you for watching this video on aquatic landscaping and the African dwarf frog.